Well, how's it going, everybody? We're here with a good old friend, someone we've harassed far too much in life, someone who deserves an apology from us, and more so, just a genuine interview for once in his life. We're here with Gerard, the completionist. How's it going, Gerard?
It's going well. I'm still convinced this is not a real interview. I think that there's something going on, but we'll see.
You think there's I have some ulterior motives or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What makes you say that? You're a person who's been on the internet for honestly as long as I can really remember. I remember watching you on the Normal Boots website in 2011. As a content creator on the internet, how is it like looking back at your old stuff from nearly a decade ago versus what you do now, which is so high production, has just grown so much to the point of resembling real TV?
This was a question I was not expecting in this interview.
Haha! Switched the tables on you in the best way possible.
Really did. I don't get nostalgic by any means, but I definitely think that the internet space has changed a lot, and so it's definitely made me a little happier to see that fans are still around and that Normal Boots as a brand has grown a lot with the YouTube channel and us doing convention tours and stuff like that. But I think the biggest thing is that when it comes to just YouTube in general, it's become such a grind, such a slog, that you get to this point where you're kind of stuck doing the same thing. And so you're in that zone of trying to break out of that chaos. And that's the hardest part, is how many games can I complete? How many videos can I make without wanting to want something more, you know?
That's actually kind of a perfect segue into my next question. Sure. You're the type of person who's done the same thing for a while but always evolved. Yeah. But along with that, you've done a lot of other side projects. I forgot what it was called specifically. I remember it was a video where you're talking about the PS2 and the snowboarding game. It was like A Memory in Gaming or something like that.
Yeah, My Life in Gaming, yeah.
My Life in Gaming. I thought those were very, very interesting little side projects. And you also did stuff like your whole band thing that you got going on.
Bosses.
Big Bad Bosses.
Yeah.
I remember you talking about that at PRG in 2015 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was any other projects maybe you want to do alongside the Completionist and That One Video Gamer, or after, or what is necessarily the future you have in mind? Because you've dabbled, of course, in filmmaking as well with just the production of your show, music. You've done it all, man.
Yeah. So the last 2 years, our initiative outside of Completionist and everything TOBG is we've been trying to raise awareness for indie developers, such as Indie Creates, with for Galgun and whatnot. And we created this event called Indieland, and it's a 30+ hour stream where we raise money for charity. Last year we did it. We planned it in 3 weeks, and we raised $55,000. And this year we took a lot more time with it, and we actually raised $110,000 for dementia research and treatment and prevention. And so that's kind of our one of our growing pillars of things we want to do with the company. So we kind of have Big Bad Bosses, we have Indieland, and we have Completionist and Beard Bros doing their own thing. I think that the next step, which is the one I'm really trying to hone in on, is I want to make a video game. And I'm going to really use my contacts across the industry of people I've worked with, game developers, and I'm trying to get some star-studded power to not just make. I don't want to make completionist game. I want to make a legitimate game that you can sit down and play and go, holy fuck, this is tight. So,
not something tied to Completionist at all.
Not at all. No, I don't want any references to my show. It's literally about making a game that stands on its own 2 feet, with or without me, and it's just like my idea, and I bring the team together, and I'm excited. It's kind of like building the Avengers of game development right now. I'm doing a lot of research, playing a lot of games to see what kind of game I want to make, and
I assume at the moment you're in that kind of just creative brainstorming time where everything's kind of becoming real.
Yeah, and now that I know what the game is and what I want to do with it, a lot of it is figuring out artists and developers and creative directors who want to join me on this crazy adventure. When we made Big Bad Bosses, I went to Jake Kaufman and was like, I have a dumb idea. What do you think? And he was like, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard of. I'm in. And so that creative energy is what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find developers who were like, that is not a good idea, let's make it. And so that's kind of my approach to this stuff is, that's kind of been always my thing, right? It's like, I'm going to make a show about completing 1 game a week. That's a dumb idea. I'm going to do it. So
I love your philosophy with just doing things. How do you think a 16-year-old us at PRG was able to approach you and ask you for an interview, rub the thing on your face? This is a bad idea. Let's do it, man.
I now understand where you guys were coming from.
It took 4 years.
Only. Yeah.
No offense.
4 years. No. Yeah. 4 years. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, Gerard. I have one question, tying it back to where it all started. I don't know if you remember or not. You said baked potato all those many years ago. What is your favorite kind of soup? Has it changed? Has it stayed the same?
Baked potato.
Potato? Some things never change.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Gerard. Yeah. Can we get a photo?
Isn't this a video
I guess
photo?
so. I mean, like a group
We
photo.
can do like. And then you take a still, and that's the photo.
So, yeah.